Around the world, there are thousands of languages, many of which have unique scripts. Many of these languages are spoken by small groups of people, are not taught in public schools, not well supported on computers, which is a story all its own, and thus not read or written by many people. Meet Bob. Bob grew up speaking one of these minority languages, and though he attended school in the national language, he still loves to speak his childhood tongue at home and would like his neighbors and children to learn to read and write it as well. But where should he start? Without school books or even storybooks, it was hard to learn to read. Finally, Bob decided that the first book they needed was a dictionary. By making a dictionary, he would be describing his favorite language, creating a reference for spelling and definitions, as well as creating his language's first book. Bob's friends thought this was a great idea, so some of them got together and began collecting words. At first they used flashcards, writing down one word and its definition on each card. This worked pretty well, but soon Bob wanted to enter the words that they had collected into his old laptop. He wanted to be able to print and edit them, and to have backups so they wouldn't lose all their work if something bad happened. Unfortunately, Bob soon spent most of his time transcribing words from flashcards to his computer, and he was finding it increasingly difficult to keep track of what he had entered. His computerized dictionary was becoming very disorganized and outdated. Besides that, Bob was the only one in his village who had a computer, and it only worked when the unreliable electricity was on. While looking for the best solution for creating his dictionary, Bob tried program after program after program. But a lot of them wouldn't run on his computer, and most of those that would were very confusing to use and not always suited to making a dictionary. Finally, Bob heard about a program called WeSay from a friend. WeSay is a free tool created especially for making dictionaries. It has special features to help him think of words that he wants to add, and it allows him to focus on one task at a time. Not only that, but Bob discovered that it is really easy to use and that it will run on his old computer as well as on really cheap, low-power new computers like the OLPC. In short, WeSay turned out to be a program that is purpose-built so that it's easy to use by anyone. Because WeSay is so easy to use, and because he could afford to buy a few of the new, cheap, low-end computers, Bob was soon able to teach his friends to use a computer and to work in WeSay. Soon they were an efficient team and well on their way to producing a dictionary. Thanks to Bob and his friends, Bob's neighbors and children were soon learning to read and write. They began creating simple books and even started translating other books into their native language. They hope that their children will love their language as much as they do, and that maybe one day they will even have a school where they can learn in their own language as well as in the national tongue.